Oh, welcome in, everybody. It's another episode of the DNVR Rapids podcast. I'm your host, Mitchell Carroll, a.k.a. Merchel, a.k.a. Proud Colorado Kid. This is a Colorado Kid panel we got going today. What? Get out of here. That person getting out of here, of course, is Cowboy Super Yaya.
What's up, guys? How you doing? Not the big guest, so continue.
Not the big guest at all. You're out.
Continue.
Okay. Joining us, very happy to have these guys. Cole, you're coming back. Sammy, you're the new friend. We got Cole Bassett, Sammy Vines from the Colorado Rapids. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, thanks for having us, guys.
Yeah, thank you. We're excited. We're excited to get started.
Hopefully, Cole, you remember how this goes, right? You've been here before. We talked some post-World Cup stuff. But we really want to get into you guys both being obviously Colorado. We are all Colorado here at DNVR. Sammy, how's it feel to be back?
Yeah, it feels good. You know, my family's all here, and I get to be back with this guy again. So I'm excited to get the season started. You know, we kick off in a few days, so we're excited to go to Portland and finally get started with the season.
So, one person you in that answer that you really specified, Cole. Would you consider Cole your best friend on the Colorado Rapids?
Besties?
My best friend
BFFs?
On the Colorado Rapids.
It's got to be. It's got to be.
Let's
Right?
go.
It's got to be.
Cole,
Yeah,
do you have a different answer than Sammy just provided?
I did have to make a new best friend last year just while he was gone, but then when he comes back, he jumps back in.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
That's great. You guys have been able to get on the field a little bit. Obviously, you guys played in Mexico, played in Orlando. Picked up right where you left off? Is that how it felt? Or you had to get some rust off?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, it was kind of tough. He had to deal with his, I don't know if it was the visa coming back or whatever it was, so we couldn't get him in right away, but and then couldn't play the last couple games. So it's been a little weird. We haven't got to play together all the time.
Right.
But I think those first couple games back, we do have that kind of natural chemistry on the field of, yeah, it's just fairly easy to play with him, and we kind of know what we're both doing. So it was enjoyable.
How about you? Same thing?
Yeah, like you said, the first few games we played well together, but then in Florida I got the flu, so I was out the entire.
No.
Yeah, I missed all 3 games because I was feeling terrible. So, but yeah, I mean the first few games felt good, and I think like you said, we kind of left off where we were before.
Those Mexico games especially, you guys were scoring a lot of goals. We were kind of doing the math. I think you scored 10 less goals in those Mexico games than you did all of last year. I mean, do you feel a notable shift? Obviously, this is less of a question for Sammy as it is for Cole, but I mean, do you really feel that offensively this is going to be light years different than last year?
I mean, I hope it is. You never know when it starts. But I think the style that we're playing just causes more opportunities for us to have chances at goal. Sure. And there was a couple games where even though we had 5, and 6, we could have had a couple more. To be fair, that Montreal game, we could have been up 4-0 within the first 20 minutes, and we didn't put it away. They came back and got it 2-2, but then we ended up going 6-2. But I think just the way that we're playing under Chris, we're trying to get on top of teams, and if they make mistakes, you're closer to goal, so you should have more opportunities.
Yeah, Sam, how are you feeling in the system? It's obviously way different from when you were here last time with Fraser. So, I mean, how are you feeling settling in? Obviously, you said you're looking for a new house.
Yeah.
You got, a new coach, new everything. How's that feel settling into that?
Yeah, it's good. I'm excited for the change and going forward. Chris is very, demanding and very out there character. But I like it. It's good for the team. I think he really motivates the team. And I think the way that we're going to play this season, high intensity, going forward a lot, I think it's going to be good for not just us two, but the whole team in general. Yeah.
So kind of dialing it back a little bit, right before preseason, Cole, you knew that you're trying to step into a new leadership role with the team. I think everybody around the club, not just the organization, but fans, look at you as a leader on the team now. And with Sam, you had this whole kind of transfer saga going on where there were rumors that you wanted to come back, but maybe you couldn't come back and all that. How did you guys prep for this really weird preseason leading up to, how did you guys get the band back together, basically?
We did send a few texts, we talked, I think, I don't know if it was early January or late December. We were texting back and forth, just kind of seeing what was going on, because at the time I didn't know what was going to happen I knew I had a year left, but I didn't know exactly what was going to happen with me, so I was kind of asking him what he's doing, and he was telling me his situation. So we kept in touch for a while, and then things just speed up quick. So I think once I don't know, whenever it was that he decided he wanted to come back, it all happened very quick, and then we knew it was coming. And then Georgie, I heard about him quite a while before all the rumors came out. So
that's awesome.
We texted him. I didn't know Zach personally, so I didn't text him before him, but we kind of had a sense that all of us were kind of going to be here, and that's the type of profiles that they wanted at this team. So we were excited. That was one of the reasons why I wanted to stay, is you have U.S. men's national team players or guys that are at least on the bubble and fighting to get into that group. A bunch of those guys all coming to one club and pushing each other every day, which should make us better in the long run.
Yeah, so you did put pen to paper. Sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead.
On a new extension. Was having guys like Georgie, Sam, obviously, and those guys around, did that make it easier?
Yeah, it made it way easier. I wanted, more players around me that, cared about the club and wanted to win and high quality guys. I feel like we lacked a little bit of quality, especially in the final third last year. So when you're bringing in, excuse me, guys like Georgie to play around you with, and then Vinesy bombing forward at left back, I think it should help tremendously. And then they're winners and leaders as well. So that should help us out.
Yeah, and kind of on the flip side of all that, Sam, you did have like that whole thing, how you said, like, whether you're coming back or not, there was a lot of rumors. Mm-hmm. How do you prep for a preseason with the new team after all those rumors are swirling around and kind of all that's coming in together?
Yeah, honestly, it happened for me so quick. I really didn't know I was coming back until maybe 2 or 3 days before I flew out here. Yeah, really. It happened like this. I found out, and then it's like you got to pack your whole life and get out there as soon as possible. So they wanted me back before we went to Mexico, and I got back 1 day before we went to Mexico. So I really didn't have time to think like, oh, we're going into preseason, I got to get prepared. It was like, no, I just got to get back to the U.S. and then we figured it out from there. So that's kind of what happened. I got back, and then the next day we flew to Mexico. So it was kind of just like one thing after another, just went straight into it.
Now, speaking of coming back, now, Cole, obviously you came back a year prior, but you're both back. I had a question from Kevin, who's in the comments there on Twitter, asked, what was the first restaurant you had in mind coming back to Denver? What was the place you had to go, grub you had to get when you came back?
There is one right answer to this.
Well, let's find out what they say first.
I've got two answers, because there's two that at least I was craving when I was over there.
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A and Chipotle are the two.
Sure.
I don't know how he feels, but those two were the top. Like, you go within the same day for me. So.
Breakfast and
lunch, and then back to Chick-fil-A for dinner. Nice.
Yeah, basically.
Hell yeah, Sam.
It's the same thing. Yeah, when you're over there, you just want some Chipotle. Just something quick you can go and and grab a quick bite. So Chipotle and Chick-fil-A, yeah, for sure. Those two are like.
That's funny.
But what's the right answer?
The right answer is Casa Bonita, man. You
Casa Bonita.
You gotta go hit it up. You know what I mean? You're back in your hometown.
Surely some hometown kids like you guys could pull some strings, get in there with the South Park guys, right?
You'd think, but sure. I've never been there, actually.
Oh, wow.
Wait, ever?
No, I've never
Sam,
been.
have you been?
Never been.
Wow.
Yeah,
and I'm just
content idea.
Trey Parker.
Yeah. The DNVR gang goes to Casa Bonita. I'm in.
I'm just waiting for South Park to make a Rapids episode. They made one of the Nuggets. They made one of the Avs. They've done one for the Broncos. All we need left is the Rapids one.
Oh, wait, are you guys South Park guys?
Yeah, I've seen
a
lot of South Park.
Not as much as him.
That's awesome. I mean, what else? I mean, being back in Colorado, obviously, got to be light years different from overseas where you were. I mean, what feels, what are you excited to be around, places to go to, things to do in Denver that maybe you were missing?
Yeah, for me, it's just like settling down, and obviously we have the mountains and hiking. I love being outdoors and that. So I mean, in Belgium, the highest mountains maybe
a hill
500 feet high. So
Ruby Hill.
Yeah. So for me, it's just being outside, and my family lives here, so it's just being back around my family and enjoying my time back here. So obviously this guy, I get to hang out with this guy again.
Do you guys hang out a lot outside?
It depends on I think when we have our off days, because if it's right after a game and we're cooked, like, he wants to see his family, I want to see my family, because we're both family oriented. So on those off days, we tend to go do that type of stuff. But I think out of most people on the team, if we're gonna go see anybody, it's with each other.
Yeah.
What is it? Golfing, movies, something like that? What do you guys?
Yeah, golf will probably be bigger for both of us, hopefully this summer. that tends to be the team activity when we all have an off day. So
Right,
it's
Keegan
not just
and
us.
Ollie are supposed to be pretty good.
Ollie's incredible.
Yeah, they're unbelievable,
Cakes
man.
is
Really?
awesome. Yeah,
Close to scratch.
Yeah.
Maybe like
Ollie's a scratch
75,
golfer.
somewhere
Yeah.
around there.
What?
Dang.
Check and hit
They're
a
pretty
ball.
dang good.
Ollie kind of looks like a golfer, actually. Now that you mention it, he has a golfer look to him.
What are you guys? You guys shoot okay?
Used to be okay.
Sure.
I got the yips right now, man. I'm taking lessons.
You're just
'cause
there for the vibes, right?
Yeah.
You're driving the cart around,
Yeah.
having some
Hasn't shot good in a
cold
year.
adult beverages.
yeah,
yeah, for sure.
yeah.
That's awesome. Man, I guess, do you want to jump into team stuff, or like how you want to?
Yeah, let's jump into some team stuff. Let's see what they let's see who they hate the most on the team right now.
Oh no.
Well, it
No,
sounds
we're
like,
kidding.
Depends
Of
if
course
they
you're not
lose to
gonna-
Ollie or not on the golf course. It sounds like.
Yeah, it sounds like Ollie, like one of your guys' favorite guys on the team.
It depends. I mean, if you're if we're getting into scrambles on the golf course,
Mhm.
then you might have, if your top player Keegan or Ollie's not putting up the performance that they need to, you might
You're
get a
like,
little mad at
"What's
them.
going on,
Yeah.
guys?"
There's a little anger brewing.
But
there.
I know they get mad at us for not even being able to hit the ball straight.
Terrible.
Yeah.
It's fair. It's fair.
Is that a thing, like team outings? Like, how have you guys had a team outing yet this preseason, where it's like everybody goes and does one thing?
Yeah, we had a few in preseason. Yeah, a few times where we could go out and play some golf.
So is it just like group after group after group of rapids on the golf course like that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa,
And
that
then
sounds
you-
super fun.
It's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah. No,
Especially when the guys in front of you are on the tee box. It's
yeah.
incredible.
Yeah, you can chirp them or like
Sure.
if they're you can stay and like wait for them to hit onto the green and then chirp them if they're making a putt because
Right.
we always play like groups scramble and try to get the
Mhm.
best score. Sometimes we put money on it, sometimes we don't. So it's always like you want to watch and see what the other group's doing.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
we know who's the best golfer on the team. It's probably Ollie Keegan.
Yeah.
Who's the most challenged golfer on the team?
There's a few. I mean, out of the guy, like if you said the guys that go consistently, it might be me right now. But if you actually like looked at the whole team,
There's guys that don't play.
They can't hit the
at
ball.
all.
Like Cabral can't hit a ball. I've got a video of Moyes swinging and missing.
Sure, Lalas is up there
yeah,
too.
I can't-
It
I
sounds
can't
like,
imagine
I don't know if
those.
you remember when the Nuggets were in the bubble, but that was like one of the things they could go out and do.
Yeah.
And they only had like one golfer on the team, and the
Oh,
rest of them were just
gosh.
hacking away.
Oh,
Was it kind
gosh.
of like that with some of the guys?
They just don't show themselves, so we
They
wouldn't
don't
know.
golf money.
But
Yeah.
I would assume they're not great. We've
That
been to
is so
Top Golf,
funny.
and they're not the best.
They're just hanging out at the bar. Yeah, good for them. Let's see. From Jarrett in the chat says, does this preseason or does this team feel different than other Rapids teams you guys have been a part of going into this year?
You want to take it or me?
I mean,
But I
team
think-
chemistry wise, you guys feeling
Yeah.
pretty together? You guys, is there maybe a different vibe in the locker room than you've had the last couple
Yeah,
years?
I mean, it's really youthful. It's
Yeah.
it's a lot
Right. Well,
different.
Keegan's the old man at right
It's
age of
crazy.
30,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
kind of sad for him.
yeah, right?
100%. But yeah, when we both came in, I mean, we had a pretty old team. I feel like we were the
Yeah,
only two
for
young
sure.
guys. Closest to us was maybe Courtney Ford, Nikki
Yeah.
Jackson,
Yeah.
maybe.
Right.
Throw those names back out there, but yeah. Now it's just, I mean,
No,
we're
I'm an old guy.
Yeah,
I'm 24 and I'm one of the old guys.
yeah.
You really are. That's so fun.
It is mental. Like I remember the first day of preseason, I was talking to Chris Little, just looking around. And I was like, because when we do rondos, you tend to kind of stay with your age group or the guys that maybe you tend to hang around a lot.
Right.
And we always had the old group rondo last year, and it always contained all the English guys and most of the European guys. And then I'd always hop in there. Those are just my best mates. And then I looked over this year, and I was like, we look so young, and I'm like, this is mental.
That's
Like,
awesome.
it's just such a young squad.
So, I mean, locker room, loud, boisterous, music playing, like everybody's hanging out with everybody. Is that kind of the vibe we're getting this year?
I think so. Yeah. So far, how I felt is everyone kind of just gets along with each other.
That's good.
You got Kev on the music all the time.
Who is it?
Kevin.
Really?
Cabral.
Does he
Yeah.
have good taste? Is it something
What's
you
he
guys can
playing?
get down with?
A lot of French
A lot of
music.
French music.
French, like techno, kind of stuff like that?
French rap.
French
French
rap?
rap, yeah,
Whoa.
French rap.
He
yeah.
throws a couple. I don't know.
American rap
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
It's a lot of rap though.
Yeah. A lot of
That's
rap.
cool. Who else does the DJ?
Our kit man, Hayden Andrews.
Hayden.
Hell
yeah.
he's-
Shout out
Hayden,
Hates.
man. Hayden rules.
Yeah.
Shout out Hates.
He's on
Hayden's
it
a
a lot.
legend.
I'm sure there's other guys that I don't know. I can't
That's
remember,
it,
but
yeah.
I honestly mostly just hear Kevin and Hayden.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Who's the loud guy in the locker room? Who's
It has
got-
to be Cole,
cutting up
right?
jokes.
No.
No, Cole's the quiet guy.
No,
if I
Cole
had
has
to
to
put
be the
some-
loud guy.
Moyes is pretty loud.
Moyes.
Moyes,
Yeah,
really?
the French guys are loud. Him and Kev,
Yeah.
they're loud. Yeah. I would go those two.
We don't really
Yeah.
have anyone else
But
that's
yeah,
too
we don't
loud,
have
to be
anybody
honest.
that's like just out there, you know.
Crazy guy.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
like
don't really
a
have
mosquito, Nico Mosquito. Like we don't have
Oh,
that.
he was a wild guy?
He was he was
That's
the
awesome
wildest.
Stories about
Yo,
mosquitoes.
shout out Nico. Man, we're naming
Yeah.
dudes. I can't wait to see
Yeah.
who else pops up on the
Yeah.
show. All right, let's get a little deeper into what it's going to look like on the field. We'll be back right after this quick, short break. All right, we're back.
Yes.
That's for the audio. That's for the audio.
Yeah.
They were ready for
obviously-
an ad break. They were like, all right.
Going for water. DNVR Rapids, we're back. Obviously, we have Mitch, Yaya, Cole Bassett, Sam Vines. All right, so on the field, and you've alluded to it a little bit, Cole. You've said, you know, there's going to be playing with more tempo, giving you guys more opportunity to get shots on goal, get yourself into attacking areas. How comfortable are you feeling so far with the Chris Armas system? Is it tough to pick up? Are there a lot of nuances, or is it feel pretty natural out there on the field so far?
I'd say it's felt pretty natural. I think the easiest thing for certain guys to pick up on is if you ever kind of are in question of what you want to do, it's go.
Yeah.
Like err on the side of aggressive. I think that's easier for guys to, you know, sometimes they're like, oh, should I maybe stay? Maybe should I go? Like now Chris is like, I've got the blame here. I'm going to take the blame.
That's nice.
Just err on the side of aggression. Like I want you guys to push forward and make other teams uncomfortable. So I think it's easier for especially a younger team to just kind of have that simple ask from the coach of, you know, when in doubt, just try to put pressure on them and always try to play forward and go forward.
No, I've seen a little different position,
Yeah.
playing further back. Do you feel that same thing? Just get forward,
Yeah,
get balls
100%.
forward.
100%. He tells us to press forward, and the people behind you will figure it out. So I think that's good for everyone. You know, you don't have to second guess yourself when you don't have to think about it, and you just get to go forward. It's you don't have to worry about anything. So I think going forward for all of us, it'll be good. Just not having to think and just doing what feels natural for us.
Now going up that left side, obviously you and Georgie are going to be taking up a lot of space up there. What's it been like playing off of him, kind of back and forth?
Yeah, it's been good. I mean, Georgie's a creative guy, and obviously Cole, he's played on the left as well.
Oh, nice.
So I've been able to play with both of them on the left side, and you know, it's nice to have both guys that like to go inside. It gives me more space to go forward.
Sure.
And these guys, they're good on the ball, so you can get them the ball and then trust that they'll keep it, so you can go forward. So for me, yeah, it's been really nice to play behind these guys. They both have good mentalities going forward and back. So it's just been really nice.
So when we talked to Chris Armas, he inspired all of us. We were not 100% sold on the hire at the beginning, if we're completely honest.
Yeah.
We had him in that same chair. He did a show with us. He completely sold me on the whole project.
Yeah.
How has he been with you guys personally, trying to sell you on what he's trying to do for the team?
Yeah, I mean, he called me before I even signed here and told me kind of what his plan was for the team and what we were planning to build and do. So for me, when I spoke to him, like you said, when you speak to him, he really has something behind him where he's like, yeah, okay, I'm behind it. I trust that's gonna work. So for me, it's just been trusting with what he's been saying, and so far it's been good in preseason.
Yeah. He's a coach you want to play for. Like he instills so much confidence in his players that you really want to go out there and do well for him and the club. I think he's really big on. He's tried to get to know the club really quickly and interact with you guys and the people that work around the club and just care about the club a lot. So I think that's kind of transmitting into his players of like, if you want to play for this badge, you really got to care for who you're representing, and every time we step out on the field, we got to show that.
Who have you seen kind of take to this system the most from last year? Like some of the holdover guys. Like who are you like, oh wow, this is gonna be a great year for this guy?
And you can mention yourself.
Yeah,
on
same,
this too.
yeah.
I mean, I do think this system fits
Cole
me well,
Bassett press.
but
Nice.
Cole Bassett press. He's hunting. He's always hunting.
yeah,
He likes that word.
Yeah,
hunting.
I would say Ollie. Like I really have always liked Ollie. We've grown up together and played together, and I advocated for him. Trying to sign when I signed, and it didn't happen right away, but it eventually happened. And I think for me, he's probably been the one that's shown the most of like where he was last year to this year. I think he's gonna make a bigger step and really push for minutes this year. We obviously still got Lamine coming in, and that will challenge him in that spot. But at the same time, I think he in the game versus Orlando when he came in the second half, I think he really change the tempo of how we were playing and how we were able to get out of the back and play forward.
Yeah, I mean, obviously he was great with Rapids 2 last year at Next Pro. Was absolutely dominant. So hopefully he can take that step. I think. Actually, Ollie's been on this show too. Now that you mention it,
we've had all the homegrown.
That's right. Let's go.
Yeah.
We just need to get Yappy in here now.
Oh no! Oh no!
Your guys' face just went like, I don't know about Yappy, man.
Yeah,
You guys can chat to him. I'd be curious to see what he says. He's a funny guy.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to some of these questions in the chat here. I really like this one. They're curious. Who do you guys think will be? Can we ask you guys this? Who do you think will be leading the team in some of these statistical categories this year? You guys
that's right.
able to give some answers?
Yeah.
Who do you think will lead the team in goals?
Again, you can say yourself.
You
for all
can
of them.
say yourself.
If you want to say clean sheets, Cole Bassett number 1. There we go.
Clean sheets.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm
you gotta be
gonna
up
I'm gonna
there.
say goals. Yeah,
Goals?
myself. But I also, I don't know. Since Georgie's came in, I feel like we've both kind of taken on the role of, at least in preseason, we've both been assisting more than scoring.
Yeah.
I think like Calvin and Johnny have scored quite a few.
Yeah, Johnny
I
scored
think
a
they
lot.
both scored 5 goals. Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
The wingers get in the best spots, I'd say, in our system to
Yeah.
score goals. So I would put ourselves up there just because we like to score. But yeah, I don't
Any
know.
of the wingers, I think.
Yeah, I think
Any
any
of
of the wingers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw Johnny get drafted by Matt Doyle at MLS Soccer in his Golden Boot draft.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it was down the list, but I mean, he drafted him. So,
Nice.
and he looks good. I mean,
Well,
from what
well,
I've seen too.
we'll try to
Obviously,
help him out.
you guys have seen way more than we have, but
Yeah.
I thought he looked great looking
Yeah.
at Johnny. So, all right, assists,
Maybe Georgie.
Georgie.
Probably Georgie.
Georgie.
Is he just setting everybody up? I mean,
I think-
obviously, like we know he had big numbers with Montreal,
Yeah.
and he kind of have his reputation, but playing with him's got to be different than watching him from afar. I mean, is he just putting it up there on a silver platter for you guys?
A lot of times, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
he finds really good spots that he has enough time to where he can find that final pass, and I think he's really good at doing that. So that's why I think he'll probably be top in assists. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, tackles.
Hopefully, Lamine. We haven't seen him
Sure.
at all, so that's what the first thing Chris Armour said this morning when he's getting here as soon as that he's a tackling 6, ball winning 6. So
You love that?
Maybe him. Jasper loves the tackle.
Jasper loves the tackle.
So
I got to talk to Jasper a
Yeah.
little bit last week.
Yeah.
or
one of those
before he
two.
left for Florida. Yeah, he seems pretty excited to do the dirty work. I think is what he.
There's a lot
Yeah.
of hunters on this team.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we didn't have that last year, and I think we
Yeah.
needed it because especially in the midfield, like towards the end of the year, we talked about it. Like me and Con are not defensive type
No.
players. Like we want the ball, so we need people in there to do
Hey, you
the
need
dirty
all
work
players
for
of all
us.
types
you
out
know?
there.
Yeah, it feels like the dog
Yeah.
is back in Colorado.
Yeah.
It really
Yeah.
does feel like there's a lot of like, not that nobody had the dog last year, but like having people that are just aggressive in certain situations is gonna help you guys out to be better at what you guys want to do, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and I think
Yeah.
the fans appreciate that too.
Yeah.
Like just having guys that go and have a little bit of bite.
Yeah.
I mean, I like
you
to
guys
call
can
him-
appreciate that.
Yeah, we like to call him the a-hole of the team
Yeah.
because everybody
You
else
need
in
it.
the
Yeah.
league calls him an a-hole, but we love him because it's on our team, right?
Yeah, exactly.
How much does last year get brought up when you're talking about like what this year is going to look like? Obviously, with the new coach, high turnover on the players. Last year's, whether it's not a lot of goals scored or very few tackles, whatever that is, does that get brought up as like we're not doing that, or because it's so different, is it not even really a thought?
I think it's just so different. I think Chris hasn't said
I haven't
anything
heard.
about
Yeah,
last
I
season.
haven't
Really?
heard- There's been nothing.
Yeah, I haven't
about
heard
it.
him say anything about
Good.
last season.
Honestly,
So
get
he-
that season away from us.
Exactly. He's like he has us pressing always forward. He thinks always forward. So I think that's a good mentality to have. Not to think about the past and just take it day by day and go forward.
I too would not like to think about 2023. That's awesome.
In general, not even
Just in general.
in general, 2023 was not good.
From Crash the Cars asks, since we don't see a lot of the preseason matches, what was one takeaway that fans should expect to see this season? Basically, like, is there a trademark to the team, or is there a player that's really stuck out, or maybe like a theme from what you guys have seen on the field so far that fans should be excited for?
I mean, we're still fairly new.
Sure.
It's been 4 weeks, and we're still figuring out. Like, I don't.
Sure.
The biggest thing for us is we're gonna grow as the season goes along, and obviously we hope to start similar to like I don't know how St. Louis starts last year, 5 in a row unbeaten, and you want to do that, especially with our tough start that we have going away. If you can get a lot of points from those, you're set up when you come home to do well.
Yeah.
I would think just the biggest difference is playing forward, and pressing forward and just trying to create turnovers that, you know, allow us to be closer to goal and then create more chances. I think it'll be a more attacking style of soccer that fans will enjoy more to watch. But it will take time throughout the year to really get a system down because, you know, think about it. If you had a new job and you're 4 weeks in, you don't really have the full grasp of it. It takes a couple months to get everybody really on the same page. But we have bought in quicker than I imagine we would.
Yeah. So I have a question for you guys. We keep bringing up Europe, but what's the one kind of what's the one player that you met or got to play against that you're like, holy crap, I made it, or holy crap, what was the one guy that you guys got to play against?
Play against or with?
Either one.
Yeah, take your pick. The one that you walked away like, oh, there are levels to this.
Yeah, I mean,
or it can even be with the national team too.
Yeah, I mean, we played against some good teams. You know, we played in Frankfurt, we played in Fenerbahce. You know,
oh wow!
So we played in some pretty cool stadiums. I think just overall, just playing in those stadiums and the history that you feel it when you get in there. You know, as soon as you step on the pitch, you got whistles at you. You can't hear anything. So,
who did have the craziest away day for you guys?
For me, it was Marseille.
Marseille?
Our stadium got tear gassed because they're.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Probably Frankfurt. Frankfurt, our fans got banned.
Eintracht, yeah.
Yeah, our fans threw some stuff on the field.
Oh
and
no!
didn't go too well.
Man.
So we got banned for a little bit of Europa League.
So probably when you come back to the MLS, like obviously there's loud stadiums and there's good fan groups and stuff, but it's probably got to be a lot more comfortable out there in an away day.
Yeah, it's just different. Like even teams that have a good atmosphere here, like there are, especially all these new stadiums that they're building, they have great atmospheres, but it's just a different type of atmosphere. It's like over there, they're really into the game, and you know they're jeering you, like he says, whistles, and you know you'll really hear them. But over here, it's kind of just like a nice beat. Like you just kind of hear them playing the drums in the back, and they're like singing, and it's great to play in front of. But I don't know, I do kind of miss that, you know, intensity and passion that they're really into the game while you're playing.
I mean, we
getting called everywhere.
We had flares pretty much every single game. You know? Tifos, flares, everything. So it was, it's just different.
It's kind of that Nikola Jokic quote, right? I played in Europe, brother.
It's
not the same. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Like, I appreciate you guys' effort, but like we got tear gassed out of our own.
Exactly. Yeah.
Obviously, C38 is excited to have you guys back. Have you guys been able to spend any time with any of the fans or get to talk to anybody yet? Or has it just been all preseason?
Today we got to see Mark Johnson.
Nice.
Talk to him for a bit.
OG Rapids fan.
Yeah, that was his first training out there. Besides that, no. I mean, we'll get to meet some tonight.
Right.
But yeah, besides that, no.
Go the Celtic.
So, real quick, before this escaped my mind, I just want to say that I've never been more conflicted watching a U.S.-Mexico game than the 2021 Gold Cup, where you guys won and I see you give that assist. I was like, Sammy, but I was like, damn, it's against my favorite squad.
I know.
It hurts so much to see you succeed.
Yeah.
I never thought I'd say that.
Yeah.
But like watching you give that assist, gorgeous pass. Yeah. And then them scoring and then losing that game hurts so much.
Yeah.
At the same time, I was really excited for you on that.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it was crazy.
Do you guys talk about national team stuff? Like, obviously, in the media, we talk about it. Like, oh, we got these guys who are all could be in that Gold Cup roster, could be on the Olympics roster. Like, do you guys talk about that together?
You know, sometimes, but it's just like it's difficult when you're, you know, trying to go with the new team and starting a season. You know, it's difficult to think that far ahead. So I think for me, it's just, you know, I've just been so focused on just settling down and trying to just settle in with the team.
Sure.
Obviously, it's a goal for both of us. You know, we both want to be back with the national team and, you know, doing everything that we can. But I think we're both kind of just taking it day by day, and, you know, things come to, you know, if we're playing well, things will come. So, yeah, it's just waiting like that.
Yeah, I think you said in media day, Berhalter's going to have to watch a lot of Rapids games this year.
Yeah, I mean, you'd hope so. Yeah, I mean, if we're all doing well, I think it gives us more reason to be in the conversation for those camps, and then he has to make tough decisions, and that's all we can do is make his job tough. Yeah. And, you know, even though we have a lot of top quality guys in both of our spots, if you're playing well, you know, he can't just ignore that. He's got to pick his guys that are in top form. So Yeah,
Right.
hopefully we're the ones that are doing that.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I mean, kind of rising tide will lift all the votes there, right?
Yeah.
Where if between Georgie, Zach, two of you guys, you know, who knows, maybe even Johnny finds his way back into a camp with you guys. That's why I feel pretty good, right? That you can have some familiar faces on both levels.
Yeah.
We are the USA Rapids at this point.
The USA Rapids.
We are the USA Rapids.
I mean, kind of. I called it the Colorado national team. We'll see which one sticks.
I mean, it's true. I mean, they're both good.
Yeah. Well,
Pick mine
we'll
though,
workshop.
but they're both good.
Let's see. Oh, from Ricardo Caminelli, he's our guy. Who's someone they miss their presence in the locker room?
Pricey's the biggest one for me.
Pricey?
Yeah.
Price dog.
Yeah, I would think so. He was just. I've
Wait,
never
did
seen
you
a
just call
guy.
him Price Star?
The price dog. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he was. I mean, I never like. He was hurt pretty much for the 2 years I've been covering the team, so I didn't really get to know him as well as some of the other guys in the media corps. But seems like a wild card.
Yeah, just even like I don't know. It doesn't matter as much on the footballing aspect, but just as a person, like there's certain guys that can just make a team gel and everybody loves him on the team. Like I don't think you could ask a single guy and be like, I don't really like that guy. Like he was great with everybody, the youngsters, the older guys. He made everybody included. So it would be hard to beat, what he did his last 6 years as a captain.
So you guys mentioned Price Star. Any cool nicknames this year that you guys want people to kind of catch on to? Like we have Gold Bassett.
Don't you dare
The
start
Bassy
that.
fish.
No.
Wait, what?
The Bassy fish.
The Bassy fish?
The Bassy fish.
He's been saying this for years now. I can't, and he's even got Jasper on it.
Jasper saying the bass fish now.
Let's go.
We to our hundreds of viewers, we will send that out.
There are dozens of us.
Bassy fish.
We're
Sorry,
gonna make a
Cole.
graphic
I'm sorry.
of this be your new nickname.
Okay, so we kind of covered the national team stuff. You know what I really want to get into is the Rocky Mountain Cup. Last year sucked. Last year was rough. You obviously go 2 away first, which is like MLS. What are we doing? What are we doing with that schedule? How much have you circled that date at all? I mean, I know you're probably gonna say it's like one game at a time, got to settle in, whatever. But there's got to be a little importance after how last year went with that, right?
Yeah, I mean the first 4 games for me are like I can't remember exactly what's after that, but that first 4 is huge for us.
Portland,
I mean,
Nashville, Salt Lake.
yeah, and
I don't remember the
Seattle
fourth.
away.
Yeah, Seattle away. Yeah.
3 away and 1 at home. It's not the easiest start to a
No.
season.
With
But
new everything too.
Yeah.
yeah, but I think like if you get results in those games with a new team, like the good that does for a new group and the confidence that can bring is huge. So we're going in there with the belief that we can get a certain amount of points from these games.
Sure.
But yeah, Salt Lake, I think that's on everybody's minds, especially fans here, that we got to be doing a lot better
That was rough.
than we've been doing the last few years. And we got to bring that cup back here.
Yeah.
Hate's a strong word, but do you guys dislike Salt Lake? We call them fake Salt Lake, and I have way harsher names for them off air. But like, do you guys dislike them as much as a lot of especially homegrowns coming in here, having Pablo, the Rapids legend, being their coach?
Yeah.
Is there like stronger feelings towards them?
It's grown as I've played in the first team because it was weird as homegrowns. Like you don't play Salt Lake that much.
Yeah.
Like they weren't in our division. We like Dallas was our biggest rival.
Oh.
Yeah.
So like I've always grown up with like I
hates
don't
Dallas,
like
too.
like
That's
Kansas
good to
City
know.
and Dallas. Like I don't like those guys.
Those two. Kansas City, Dallas.
Yeah, but
Man.
now like once you get in the first team, then it's like you still don't like Kansas City and Dallas. Like we do play them a fair amount as well, but Salt Lake definitely steps up into that different realm. And I don't know, was your first go around the time we beat them as well?
Beat them, what, 5?
Was that
Yeah, so we beat
the
them
big
5-0.
one?
I was like,
5-0,
oh, this is
great.
this is good.
amazing.
Yeah, but then
Especially playing in that stadium. You guys beat them away. I really
Yeah,
people,
away.
Like,
yeah,
Yeah.
That's a hard stadium to play in,
Yeah, that's
whether
true.
they were fans or not. Like that's
Yeah.
a really hard stadium
Yeah.
to go into.
Yeah.
But since that game, like I don't know, that must have caused some reaction to them because I remember the next game after we did that to them, they absolutely popped us. So we need to have a reaction back. now.
Jasper said he was ready for it. Jasper said he's ready to beat his old teammates. And he's like, there's not the hate behind it, but he does want to get one up on his old teammates. So
Yeah.
you at least have another guy in the foxhole with you walking in there.
Yeah.
What about you,
exactly.
Vines? Do you have a strong feeling versus Salt Lake?
Yeah, like you said, like when we were growing up, FC Dallas and Kansas, we were, we hated playing against them. But like you said, just growing up, with the first team, RSL, it's just like we want the cup. You know, we want to bring it back and keep it in Colorado. We don't want it to go back to them. So
I agree.
You know, when you have that feeling, you're like, we'll do anything to win these games. You know, to keep the cup because we don't want it going back to the other side of the Rocky Mountains.
The dark side of the
To the dark side.
I have so many ugly names for them. So many things that I don't like about them.
Let's go to the dark side.
RSL is like the first one.
That finale was kind of, to me, that was kind of the low point at the end of last year, right? Because Chris takes over after that. And it did feel like you guys kind of ended going up, you know, even if it wasn't, you know, all the way up, it was still in that direction. Does that feel right to you from the inside?
Yeah, until that last game.
Until the last, fair.
Yeah.
But to come from that, you know, I think fans, us, we were like, that was probably the saddest post-game show we've ever had to do was after that Salt Lake game. And it did feel like Chris Little found something there. Oh, I guess, I mean, so he's still here. You said you were talking to him in preseason. I mean, how was that last couple weeks after that? I guess 6 to 8 weeks almost. I mean, did you feel moving on from kind of the low point there?
Yeah, I
the
mean,
season?
I had to go to camp fairly quickly after that, so I don't know. In our profession, you kind of have to forget quite quickly, even if you're during the season. Like if you lose a game, you have a game the next 3 days later. So you try not to dwell on it too much. But obviously, Salt Lake, it does hurt a little bit more. But at the same time, it kind of just brought me excitement towards the new season that I knew we were building for something better and hopefully, you know, get revenge on them this season.
Are there any other games you guys look forward to on the schedule? Like any other random teams that like we might not think of as like, oh man, I want to play these guys?
Like the Miamis.
Well, yeah, obviously you're going to go to Miami. That's kind of cool.
This is my take, and I'll tell you guys here on the show. I have you guys beating Miami 3-0 in Miami with Messi, Suarez on the pitch. The whole gang is there.
No pressure.
And
Sounds
I think you
amazing.
guys are just going to go in there and smack them.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah, if we can keep him to a clean sheet, that would
I think you guys are going to go in there
Zach's
and
going to
smack
go
them,
crazy.
honestly. And you know what they say? Like, Colorado teams win their cups in Florida.
Yeah.
Like, the Nuggets did it. The Avs did it. Who knows? Them all cup in Miami. Like, Colorado versus Miami round 3, and Colorado takes clean sweep.
Tell you what, that sounds really nice.
Yeah, I hope so. I'm trying to think of what other games that...
I mean, are there any other away days you're like, oh, that's a good
Austin's
one?
always a really fun one too.
Yeah, that's
Austin.
an environment I love when they turn the lights green after the goals and they got like
Hopefully
full
they
band.
don't turn green against you guys. Like,
Obviously,
Atlanta's cool to play in.
Atlanta
Stadium's awesome.
Mercedes, yeah.
Mercedes
we don't go
Benz.
there this year, though, do we?
I don't think so.
No.
Not this year.
Yeah, there's only like
It's not too
3 or
many.
so away days to the other conference.
Yeah,
Any
maybe
stadium?
actually New York's. I'm not looking forward to playing on that field, New York City
NYC?
FC, but I have family there, so yeah, maybe
okay, that's gonna be fun.
You guys had a good game there last time you played 2 years ago.
I don't know. Neither of us.
Oh
were
yeah,
there.
you guys were
I
there.
That was the Barrio.
I've never-
That was
never
Mikey B
played
on
there.
that tiny little field.
Yeah.
Tiny little guy on a tiny little field.
There's been so many new fields built since last time you were here, Vines.
Yeah.
Obviously, you got to play in the new St. Louis one. Is there anyone that you're looking forward to playing in?
Yeah, I mean,
What have you not played in?
Nashville.
You haven't played in Nashville?
No, I haven't played in
good one.
Nashville. Nashville looks really nice.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't played in Austin. Only
Oh,
with the
you haven't?
national team.
Mm.
But
Oh, cool.
I haven't played an away match there, so Austin would be sweet.
You got Cincy and Columbus.
Cincy, yeah.
Yeah.
Columbus Crew, yeah. Their
You
new
have,
stadium.
or-
Haven't played there yet, so yeah. I mean, all these new stadiums that are
The
coming
St.
up.
Louis
like-
one to me is one of those that
It
they did a
was.
great job building it,
Yeah, yeah.
cultivating the atmosphere, getting the fans involved before they were even a real team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That last year we all saw opening day, like
Yeah, that's
when they
incredible.
opened their stadium, they had the baby out there getting showered with beer. Everybody was fine, and, like, everybody was into it. Like, that's a fun time.
Yeah. No, theirs was. It surprised me the most. I was like genuinely. I don't know what the word is for it, but I enjoyed their stadium a lot.
You were
Yeah.
I can't think of it. I was in awe. Yeah. But
Again, I
yeah,
have
it
very
was pretty
strong
cool.
words for them too.
Yeah.
Everybody in Colorado
Yeah.
has
Yeah.
very mean nicknames.
Yeah, does it for the badge, man. It's
I
important.
really do. I live in
Yeah,
that this club.
Yeah.
That's why I said 3 homegrowns on this pod, and then the fourth Colorado kid.
Come on. That hurts.
Why is he not giving you the
We gotta-
homegrown status?
Because he's an asshole.
I'm the a-hole of the DNVR Rapids squad.
Because that's what he does. He steals my picks and drafts.
Yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, do you want to tell him
What?
that we have him on our guys draft?
Oh, yeah. I don't know if Emilio include you in. So we do an our guys draft every year.
Okay.
Last year, one of my guys got into may or may not have gotten into some legal issues.
Out of country.
So
Out of
wasn't my
country.
best year on
No
the draft
comment
board.
necessary from anybody on the panel. You guys are
I'm
okay.
equal.
I gotta find the draft board.
You never
But
met him.
last year, Cole, you carried my team, honestly. Like, you're the one, you and Keegan carried my team to victory out of our guys' draft. This year, I think he went in the second round.
How do you win?
So it's just whoever
That's a
had
good
the better
question.
stats.
I'm not entirely sure how
It's
you
a
win.
vibe draft, so like we
I
vibe
do
it
know
out.
I lost.
Like,
We
you can
vibe it
tell
out.
when players are doing
like
it.
it.
You know?
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm saying
I'm
Keegan
finding
and
it.
you
I'm
carried
finding
me.
it.
My third guy, Yappy, I was trying to go for the homegrown old guy kind of thing.
He started well. Just
He hit
Okay,
the
well
post.
okay, so this year's draft, sorry to interrupt.
Go ahead.
Round 1, pick 1, Cole Bassett. My guy. Got
appreciate
first.
it.
Yeah, of
Thanks.
course.
Yeah.
I got you round 2.
Let's go.
That's
Yeah.
good. That's a good pairing, right?
Right. And
Nice.
then I got Jasper in the 3rd round.
Okay.
That's all you get. You only get 3.
Okay.
So
That's a good little trio.
I had
good
talked to him with some of the guys from over at Burgundy Wave. Oh, she found it. That's great. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
And so he cracks me up. Jasper is hilarious.
Yeah.
He
is
How's he?
hilarious.
Yeah, is he kind of the prankster? Or
I've just never seen somebody come into a locker room, especially considering it's your rival, and
Yeah.
get acclimated so quickly.
that's awesome.
Yeah, he
it
was a guy
unbelievable.
like I clicked with immediately. It
Yeah,
was
it was like
weird.
this.
Like as soon as I started talking to him, we
Yeah.
were like boys. Like we'd known each other for years.
That's
so,
great.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you look for in teammates, right? I
Yeah,
mean,
exactly.
Yaya got Georgie. He had to get Omir. Had to.
It's just the connection, you know.
The
Like,
connection,
he's
yeah.
It's the one guy that looks a little bit more like me on the team. So like, I gotta get my guy. Like, I gotta get my guy. Like,
Oh man, it's
Yeah.
not bad.
No, I
And then
think
he
that
shot.
could be a good pick.
Yeah.
He went for the wild card and grabbed Nate Jones late. Has he been impressive? How about those draft picks? They're all kind of top of the draft guys between Nate, Kamani, and Wayne. Have those guys been impressive so far?
Yeah, I think they have. I mean, Kamani's probably been the most impressive. But
Wayne's been injured.
yeah,
huh?
Wayne's been
So-
injured, so we haven't really got to see him that
Sure.
much. And then Nate wasn't with us in Orlando, so we didn't get to see him as long. But yeah, I thought Kamani was, especially for how young he is, he stepped in and he got goals and assists right away. So I think
Yeah.
that's all you can really ask from a winger that's young and just impact the game, and that's what he did.
Yeah.
Man, those guys made the team. You had those 3 like draft picks that made the team dramatically younger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome. All right, we're gonna play a little game here in a sec, guys, and we're gonna do that right after this short break. And we're back. Welcome back to DNVR Rapids. Mitch, Yaya, Cole, Sammy. We're all here hanging out. We're going to get into our 3rd segment here. We're going to play a little game. Basically, the game. Do you have a title for this game, Yaya? You came up with this.
it's called "Is it Colorado or Not?" I thought having a full panel of Colorado people. It
Oh,
would be
boy.
pretty
I got included
obvious.
this time.
Oh boy.
I-
Full panel. Full panel.
Here's the thing, you're just not a homegrown.
All right, fair enough. Whatever.
Colorado
Sure.
panel.
Yeah.
But it's just basically we're gonna throw up a bunch of things on screen.
Okay.
And you have to tell us if it's from Colorado, created in Colorado, or is in Colorado. And you guys have to guess if it's yes or no. So
Okay.
if it has anything related to Colorado, basically.
Oh, no.
Are they taking turns? Are they going against each other? Or are they playing as a team?
You guys can play as a team.
As a
Two
team.
v two, or is it
No,
just
no,
just
yo,
like
you two.
I know the answers.
We know all
okay.
the answers. So if you guys want to compete, you guys are more than happy to.
Okay.
Yeah, what do you guys want to go against
We
each
need
other?
to work together on this.
Work
one.
together.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I
I don't
remember when I
trust
did
it.
last year with you guys, I didn't know half of
All
it.
of them. All of them wrong.
And it was Colorado based
Yeah.
too last year, so
Oh,
we
no.
try to keep
yeah,
it
I might need
very,
your help.
we
Oh,
try
no.
to keep it
We're on
niche to the
brand here.
people on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're on brand here. Alyssa, you ready for that? There we go. Columbia, Colorado or no? Outdoor company,
I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, I don't think so. No.
Not from Colorado.
not from
Yeah.
Colorado.
Let's
You
go.
can't get
One
any
for one.
past These guys.
One for
You guys
one.
can- you guys can get an extra fake point if you guys can tell me where it's from.
Oh, okay.
Oh wow, fake points are important
Oh.
too. Yeah,
British Columbia. I don't know.
I have no. Do you know where that?
I know where they're from.
Oh, okay, there we go.
I'm gonna guess like Chicago.
Washington.
Portland, your guys' rival this week.
Okay.
Should've
Nowhere
known
in,
it.
Nowhere in Columbia on
Yeah.
the plane this week. Just a
Yeah.
heads up.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, next one there. Don Cheadle.
Oh, that's the guy.
He's in the Avengers, all sorts of other movies.
This is all you can find.
Oceans.
He's on a great Kendrick Lamar music video.
I've never
too.
That's
seen
true.
any of that.
You know him from Iron Man, right?
Yeah, he's,
I've
uh,
never watched any of the Marvel.
He's the what's his name?
I forget his name.
Yes, I would say he's from Colorado.
Correct. East High School.
Let's go,
Blocks
East.
away from here.
Well done.
War Machine.
Well done.
War Machine.
War Machine. That's
That's
it.
who
War
is.
Machine. Yeah.
Colorado's own War Machine.
Love it, Vines.
Let's go.
All right.
We have our own War Machine and Cole and Sam over here.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah. Iron Man and War Machine. That's great. All right. Next one. Green chili.
Maybe? Is it New Mexico? I don't know.
It's got to be in.
Isn't that the...
I'm going to say
what's it,
no.
505?
I'm going to say no.
So I would have taken either answer.
Yeah, me too. I would have said the good green chili. is
Yeah,
from
New
here.
Mexico claims it,
Yeah.
but it's actually ours because we made it better.
That's true.
So
No, Hatch, New Mexico is where it's from.
yeah,
So, we get maybe 1 point out of 2.
I'll give you guys 2 points.
Two
for that.
fake points.
Yeah.
2 fake points. Let's
You
go.
guys can collect them at our arcade that we don't have outside.
Okay.
Yes.
Sweet.
All right. Up next, snowmobiles.
No. I'm going to say no.
Yeah, I would think Alaska. Maybe. I don't know. But no.
Can you
No.
guess where they're from?
He just said Alaska.
Alaska?
You think Alaska?
I don't know.
Canada?
It's got to be like.
I want a fake point here.
Is
so-
it in the U.S.?
U.S.
U.S.
Could be
Montana?
Alaska. It could be.
Lower 48. I'll tell you.
Oh, lower 48.
Oh.
Oh, that throws us all off. I mean, I'm going to go with like northeast.
Northeast? Yeah.
Maine?
Maybe Connecticut.
Vermont?
No,
Connecticut?
Connecticut.
You guys
is
are in the
mountains.
right area. I'll tell you that much.
Vermont or New Hampshire. It's one of those two. Because those have all
Vermont
the
has the
mountains.
mountains for
They
sure.
have the mountains.
We'll go Vermont. Then.
Vermont.
It's from Minnesota.
Whoa!
Close. You guys were
That's in the
right
central.
region. Yeah, I mean,
in the
red.
It's over there.
I'm American. I don't know
Geography is
It's up there somewhere.
I thought we were up there
I
in the
have no
corner.
strong suits.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, next one. Crocs.
Crocs.
I feel like
I feel like
I just seen some of this because Chris Richards just got this.
I feel like they're. What do you think? Yeah.
I mean, we do
I
have a lot
should've
of.
worn
I
we
think
have a
they
lot of
are.
beaches out
I
here.
All right,
actually
we're gonna
I
go
think
with
they
yes.
Are. Yes,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
are. Yes.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I think they are.
Bowling.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Makes no sense.
I should have
They're
worn the
like-
Lightning McQueen Crocs today. What am I
Yeah.
doing?
Yeah,
man?
it also makes no sense. It's like it's a summer shoe
Yeah.
for the pool and for the beach. We have
Yeah.
none of that here,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
Do you guys wear them in sport mode or?
Can wear them at Waterworld.
I wear them in sport mode all the time. You never know when there's a pickup game.
I also have them. I also have them in real tree camo, so you can't see my feet. All right, next up, T.J. Miller. I don't know if you guys have ever seen Silicon Valley or any of the other movies he's in.
TJ.
Have you? Because I have not.
No.
Okay, well,
He's
this is gonna be a tough
He's
one.
really good friends with
look at
Seth
him.
I was-
Rogen and all of those guys.
Just yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
say
He
yes.
is.
Yeah,
TJ.
yeah.
You guys are guessing correctly.
Bang,
man.
Bro,
bang,
we're-
bang,
we're
bang,
incredible.
Bang.
I'm in awe. You guys
We're
are
just
we're
racking up
so
points.
good.
This is amazing. All right, let's go to the next one. Hydro Flask.
Oh
Are you guys Hydro Flask guys?
no, but
I've never.
no?
No.
every girl in high school.
Yeah.
Every
Has
girl in
one.
high school.
Yeah.
So
And is that just a
Hydro
here thing or is that across America? Because every girl here had them.
I would.
Yeah.
I would say it's probably not. It's probably
Not? Yeah,
no.
we're gonna go no. It's
I'm
not.
gonna go with no.
Wow, I am impressed.
Yeah.
It's not?
from Colorado.
Wow.
Can you guys guess where it's from?
We're so good.
I don't know
Don't
where
get
it's
a
from.
clue.
He didn't tell me any of these
I
parts.
think
I want
it's-
a fake point here.
I'm gonna go with like California to be honest.
I'm gonna go
Where's
Boston,
Super
Massachusetts.
hot. You need to say hydrate. I'm gonna say Texas.
I
It's
like that.
actually from your rivals this week again, Portland.
Oh,
Oh.
wow.
Everything's from Portland.
Why'd you
Yes,
pick so
yes,
many
we're going to
Portland
Portland.
things?
All right.
Yeah.
Next one's going to
I don't
Portland.
like this. All right. Up next, OtterBox.
Otterbox.
Oh,
Protects your phone. Maybe GoPro. I don't know what else OtterBox
gotta
does.
be.
I just think it's phones.
look at the picture. It's got to be.
It's an
The,
otter,
the
right?
picture, the
Otter.
picture gives it away. Vines, he says yes. We're going yes.
That is correct.
Let's go.
Wow.
Fort Collins.
Fort
You're
Collins, very
unbelievable,
own.
right?
Yeah.
Boca.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Up next, Subaru.
Oh, what is that?
Wait.
A cross track?
But, it-
Oh, you know your Subaru.
but it's
Everyone in Colorado.
but everybody drives
a
one, but I
Subaru.
don't know if it is though.
It can't be.
I don't
No,
think it is.
I don't think
no.
so. I don't
Can
think
you,
so.
It
No.
is not from
No.
Colorado. But can you guys tell me where it's from?
My guess is Detroit.
Isn't it?
Mine's Michigan.
Isn't it Asian or no?
I don't
Am
know.
I tripping here?
I don't know.
Japan?
Overseas.
Tokyo, Japan.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey.
That's what I
Go
thought.
with Cole.
Nice
Fake
one.
points for Cole.
It's one crew.
That's an extra point.
Right now, man, if it was RSL and Rapids, you guys would be murdering them
Yeah.
on every aspect
Yeah.
of the game.
All right. Next one. Outdoor Christmas lights.
Wow. Very
Outdoor Christmas lights.
general.
Well, someone invented them first, right?
Yeah.
Might as well be us. Maybe.
yeah.
I don't know.
May as
Now
well
you gotta
be
have this one.
Colorado, right? May as well.
You've been guessing right the whole time. So.
May as well
We'll
just
go
go
yes.
for it. Yeah.
It is correct.
Whoa!
Incredible.
So we need to get the outdoor Christmas light guy on the pod.
So
Yeah.
actually, the story goes that back in the 1900s, I don't forget let's call him Little Timmy, was too sick to spend Christmas with his family. So his dad went outside and put Christmas lights out outside the house so he could enjoy Christmas as well.
Oh, wow.
And that's how that became a thing.
Okay. Wow.
And it happened here.
Happened here in Denver, Colorado.
Dude, shout out. Colorado rules.
Shout out Denver.
Shout out Timmy.
Shout out Timmy.
All right, let's do this last one here.
Well, this might be the toughest one all day. I don't know.
Is Cole
This
in
one was the
Vines?
layup for the fans.
Yeah, I would think so.
I would hope
Absolutely.
Yeah.
so. The homegrown boys.
Yeah. What's the
Yes.
point total on that?
I'm going to guess 1,000 to 0.
We're going to say
We gotta be at like 1,000.
Yeah.
somewhere in the realm of a dozen to 15 fake points. You can redeem them in the DNVR locker after.
Great locker, by the way.
Great
No
locker.
gym socks, none of that. It's like a legit
I just
store.
kind of want to throw some Colorado stuff at you. Did you guys have any? Who was your favorite Colorado athlete growing up? Non-soccer or and soccer?
That was born here or played here?
No, played here.
Someone that played here.
I had a couple. I was a baseball guy, so Troy Tulowitzki was up there.
Tulo.
Allen
and then
Iverson.
Allen Iverson, that was
Bailey.
my guy
Nuggets.
too, dude.
Yeah.
Man, this
I
guy.
had his basketball, the one
Champ?
that was black with all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really fun.
Champ, that's good.
Is it Champ Bailey?
Yeah.
Yeah, Champ Bailey. Yeah, for sure.
What
Yeah.
what was your team? Would you say growing up non-soccer in town, like that you were the biggest fan of?
In town?
Broncos, maybe.
Broncos.
Yeah, probably.
My dad's a Steelers fan, so I'm a Steelers fan. So.
Oh no,
Oh.
I'm sorry.
So.
We
Forgot
can't
about
all be perfect. Dad.
But my
Sorry.
mom's a Broncos fan, so
Hey,
there you go.
I guess you're half perfect.
Hell yeah. Favorite Colorado restaurant or Denver restaurant?
Denver restaurant.
It could be a
I mean,
chain
my
that's from
my
here or
favorite
whatever,
one to go to right now is Postino's.
but- Pastinos?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
Get the
Cherry
charcuterie board.
Creek, Cherry Creek Grill.
Okay.
Yeah, I
I
like
haven't
it.
been there yet, but
Yeah,
I've
it's
been to
nice.
Pastinos, and I like Pastinos a lot. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, I've never been to either of those. I frequent Federal and all the taco shops. That's where I get all my food from.
Not a bad place to get your food from, though.
No, great place to get your food from. I have a question for you guys. We've seen it all over the promos. I think you guys own it more than the basketball player here in town. Are you guys gonna do the Era celebration this year?
Yeah,
I think
back.
so.
It's
yeah,
back.
It's back. Yeah.
it's back.
You guys
Yeah.
have a name for it?
No, I don't. We
think
might have
so.
to come
Yeah.
up with one,
We gotta-
but yeah, we. I don't know if it's just gonna be when we help each other out, or if it's just every time one of us does something,
Yeah.
we'll do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have a few that I got to do because I lost a bet to Bradley Wright Phillips, so my first goal's got to be with his celebration.
What is that?
And that is, yeah.
It's the one where you like heel click, you jump
Oh,
3 times
really?
like that. Yeah. So I got to
That's
do that
amazing.
one, and then I have one more myself, but I think I'll hopefully be doing that one a lot with Vinesy.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is your favorite goal celebration?
I mean, if I'm with him, then it's that. If not, then I don't really celebrate.
Yeah,
you
just
know?
go to the fans.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
go like this, or
Yeah.
I just take it easy, you know. Yeah, don't do anything.
Just run to the supporter section and let them scream at
Yeah.
you. That's the
Yeah.
best.
You guys
right?
ever hit the C in the corner?
No.
No.
No, you guys are gonna do that? You guys are gonna hit the
You
Cristiano
gotta do that.
Ronaldo?
If you score against Miami, you kind of have to, right?
I'm a Messi fan.
Yeah, I'm a
though.
messy guy too.
I'm a
so-
Messi guy.
Yeah.
See, you guys
Yeah,
are
I
just
can do
like
that.
I think everybody from Colorado's a Messi fan.
Yeah,
They just know ball.
they know ball.
That's true. Colorado does no ball. All right. What's one prediction you have for this season each? And we'll kind of end it on this. It could be for yourself, could be statistically, could be for the club, could be about Rocky Mountain Cup, whatever it is. Totally open-ended. One prediction for 2024. Sam, we'll start with you.
Yeah, I'll predict that we'll make it far in playoffs.
Oh, far in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Clip it, Alyssa.
Clip it.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I'll go Rafa Navarro 10 goals.
Whoa!
Well,
10.
Yeah, we got to feed him.
10
Me and
piece.
Georgie, we'll give him the goals.
He's got that big decision at the end of June. Yeah, you kind of got to feed him
Yeah.
early.
Are you gonna take some of that DP money from him afterwards? Yo, dude, I earned half of this.
Then he's gonna-
Here's the other half.
No,
He's gonna take us all to dinner, huh?
Yeah, as long as he takes us out to dinner, it's okay.
That's
Because those
awesome.
Brazilian steakhouses, they ain't cheap.
Oh, yeah.
so-
Oh,
He's got to pick up the bill. Guys, thank you so much for coming, man.
Yeah, thanks for having us on.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Appreciate it.
Guys, make sure you like and subscribe. Actually, you plug us out of here.
Before that, you got to rank me and Mitch 1 and 2.
What?
I can't do that.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask.
Why do you do this to yourself?
Because I'm
Obviously,
willing to be number
one.
2. Because number 2.
It'd be like you guys.
Dog in me.
It'd be like you guys trying to rank me and Vines.
I mean,
To be fair, I did pick Cole in round 1 and Sam in round 2.
That's
I-
true.
No respect.
I couldn't pick you guys because I like you guys too much. I was like, it's just not possible.
But really, it was a steal in round 2.
Exactly.
It was round 1
See?
talent.
Yeah, that's what
In
I'm
round
talking
2.
about.
So, all right.
All right. Follow
us out
us.
of here.
Get us out of here.
Get out of here. If you guys haven't already, please give us a thumbs up on this video. We'd really appreciate it. Follow us on DNVR_Rapids. Please let Sam and Cole know how much you guys like them being on the show, how great they were today. We'd really appreciate that. Give us a 5-star review wherever you hear this podcast. We'd really appreciate that as well. Mitch, anything else? Well, I had a burp in there.
DNVRlocker.com. Get your merch. Nuggets going down the playoff stretch. Avs, same thing. Gear up. Baseball season's around the corner. Pid season's around the corner. Get your Denver sports gear at DNVR Locker. Become a diehard. Get 20% off your merch. 15% off at the bar downstairs during watch parties. Like and subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on Twitter. And more important than all that, the way we've always ended it, baby. Up the Pids.
We all silly like the mayor.